All right. This is Jose Covarrubias, Robert Nelson, and Carol Howe. We choose to talk about VPNs and how they work. And basically, what a VPN is called a virtual uh, private network. Here, as we can see the instructions for the topic, a VPN is a remote access. A remote access VPN will allow you to establish a secure connection with a remote computer network, meaning users can access the secure resources on that network as if they were to use the network's server. In this picture, you can see, so if you are at home and you wanted to access the network at your work, a VPN connection will allow that to be secure, reliable, and also make sure that you have the right resources at home as if you would be at work. Some protocols used on VPNs are as follows: PPTP, which stands for point-to-point tunneling protocol. Multi-protocol traffic is encrypted and then encapsulated in an IP header to be sent across an IP network or a public IP network, such as the internet. Uses a TCP connection for tunnel management and a modified version of generic routing and encapsulation. To encapsulate PPP frames for tunnel data. Encryption method, Microsoft point-to-point encryption, MPPI-E. L2TP stands for Layer 2 Tunneling Protocol, something that I will demonstrate in a little bit. A combination of PPTP, Layer 2 forwarding, and encryption method, Internet Protocol Security. Also, another protocol is the SSTP, which stands for Security Socket Tunneling Protocol. And this one uses the HTTPS protocol over TCP on port 443 to pass traffic through firewalls and web proxies that might block the PPTP and Layer 2 and IP secure traffic. It also makes has an encryption method, secure socket layer, and channel for the HTTP protocol. To discuss the multi-factor authentication on a VPN, I'll quote Palo Alto Networks when it says, when you configure a global protect portal and or a gateway with both an authentication profile and a certificate profile called two-factor authentication, the end user will be required to successfully authenticate to both before being allowed access. As you can see in this diagram, the user would use the two-factor authentication. To put this in simple English, use an analogy of showing two forms of ID. Although we've been learning about digital certificates and keys, this kind of goes in the same area, the same subject. And as Palo Alto Networks described on their side, we have to create these IDs or these certificates beforehand to accomplish the VPN connection. To demonstrate this, we research a possible VPN connection. There are several that are free on the internet, which they have their own risk of having ads, and also require you to install toolbars on your browsers, which is something that I don't want to do. I end up choosing NordVPN. This is a very nice vendor, I guess you can say, that provides VPN connection. It is not free, but it allows you to connect to different servers around the world and the VPN settings. You download the app. Once you download it, it would ask you to install onto your applications. Once you install it on your applications, you can find it on your, and this is all on the Mac world. So I know that there's a lot of Mac users around here. So hopefully this comes handy. Once you install that, you can run their app and connect to any server on the world. Europe has more servers than America. You can see on this map. So once you connect to one of those, you can easily connect to one server, any servers, as long as they're available. Sometimes they vary depending on the usage on each of them. So right now I'm connected to the one in the US. So that's the simplest way to do it. It gives you some information here. You log in with the profile you create on the website of NordVPN, which allows you to connect then remotely to any of the servers or securely, per se. The other way around is, if you're a Mac user, you can go to your settings on networks, and then from here, you can create, I'll actually delete this one, a new VPN connection. You go to networks, you hit the plus button to create a new connection, and then on the drop-down menu, you can select VPN. On VPN, you will follow instructions depending on your vendor. On my case, I have a NordVPN, and it tells me that I have to type certain parameters to make it work. Although I tried it a little bit and it didn't work, so hopefully I have to probably contact them and make sure that I got it right. So you create that, and then you type your server address. You look for the one that they offer. Actually, I did type this wrong. Okay. So you type the server address that the VPN provider has, the account. Okay, let me get that point. So if I say, let's say I do VPN. You provide the server address, which you can find in your provider, VPN provider, and follow the settings there. Also, okay, and then you follow the instructions. You have to create your profile, enter your password that you created your connection with, and follow the instructions there. Click OK, hit apply, and once you have all that, you also do the advanced settings and redirect all your traffic through the VPN connection. That again, and we'll hit apply. And if I get everything correctly, I should be able to connect. Also, you would see a bar. You can hide it or show it here, showing your connection. And then you click connect, and you start processing the connection. If you're successfully, obviously you'll be connected. If not, something went off with either your server address or your password. And after maybe a couple of trials, you can be able to connect. So this is an old-fashioned way to do it on Mac, since the app installed from the actual VPN provider, it's actually more, obviously it's a lot easier. But then, as you can see, wasn't unreachable, verified the server address, and tried reconnecting again. So obviously you had to try a little bit and check different server addresses. Some of them are not available at the moment. So that's how VPN connections are established with Mac, and hopefully this comes help you. Thank you so much for watching, and here are our resources. Thank you.